Hey y'all, welcome back to Shave with Peg Leg. Welcome to my subscribers, my new subscribers. I appreciate you all from here. I do appreciate you all showing up. Alright, third time I had to start this video. First time I started it, I just got out of the shower and I noticed the lens for the camera was foggy and the picture was blurry. So I had to stop. Then the second time I started, I had to do a throat clear, of course. So, anyways, now let's get started. Let me say this. I said this at the end of my last video. I'm going to say it at the beginning this time, which I should have said at the beginning of the last video. What we do here, or what I do here, is I'm reviewing razors under $30. You want to see reviews on razors that are $60, $80, $120, $185, $250. There's 5,000 other shaving channels out there that review those, and 4,995 of them do review those razors. I don't, because I look at it this way. Most people who are going to start off wet shaving, want to get away from cartridges, are not going to want to spend $120, $160 per razor. Most people will put a cap at around 30 bucks. So I've done 5 to 10 or under $10 razors. I've done $10 to $15 razors. I've done $15 to $20 razors, which I'm finishing up with now. I've got one more to do, and then I've got then I'm doing $20 to $25 razors. So that's what I'm doing here. All right. But right now I'm doing a head shave, and I've been comparing different cartridge razors for head shaves along with my leaf to see which one's the best. Today we're using Maggard razors, lime and bergamot soap. Might not be the last use of this soap. I thought it would be, but it looks like I've got a pretty decent sized chunk of soap still at the bottom of my lather bowl, and I might have one more use of it for, and I've just been using it for head shaves. My Pears soap for pre-shave. Not anymore. Hang on, be right back. Hey, back. This was a little slick. It slid right out of my hand, hit the floor, and slid right over to in front of my door. I had to put my legs on and go get it. Then I had to take a wet washcloth and wipe the floor down in the trail that it left to the door, so I didn't have glycerin soap all over the floor and step in that and go sliding. Always something, isn't it? Okay. It's been one of those days from the get-go. Alright. Using my hand-hammered Turkish copper bowl. Can you see the chunk of soap still right down there? That might be left over. Using my 30mm Maseto badger hair brush. Wow. Been a hell of a day. How you all doing? Temperature wise, we've been in the low 80s, low to mid 80s. Got up to 83 today. Next couple days it'll be about the same thing. I think Friday it's supposed to rain. It'll be only in the high 70s. Using the West Coast shaving. I think it's the 110B, or is it 110H? It's all stainless steel razor. Blade exposure, open comb, little stubby handles, but it's heavier than hell, so it's going to be difficult to shave with that dome with that stubby handle. But we'll give it a shot because I did use the petite razor the piccolo, and that's a little, I've used this one to shave my head, so it's just a hair longer. So if I can use that one, I guess I can use this one, considering I actually got something to hang on to with this handle. Oh, using a Shark, third use Shark Super Chrome razor blade. This will be the last use on this blade. Actually, it's the fourth use. I think I said third, didn't I? I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. It's been one of those days. Let me tell you how our day went. We had to go a couple places today. My mom, who's 78, she house sits for friends of ours. He's Mohegan Indian, 1/4 Mohegan Indian, and I'm sure you guys have heard of the Mohegan Sun Casino in Connecticut. Well, he was the chief of the tribe there for a little while. I think it's a 2-year stint. They elect you for a 2-year stint, and you can only do 2 or something like that. But he did his full term as chief. But they used to have a sports bar down here, and my mom used to work for them, became good friends with them, and she ended up house sitting for them. Because they have the house down here, and they have a house up there, and of course, I don't know if he still does, but when he wasn't chief of the tribe, he was the entertainment manager for the casino. He's the one that booked all the acts that came in, that did all the shows. And he's friends with Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, the Maras, the owner of the Giants. I don't know who owns the Jets, but at the time he was, I don't know if he still is friends with the owner. I don't know who owns the Jets anymore, but he was friends with the Jets owners. He was friends with whoever owns the Red Sox. He was friends with Steinbrenner, who owned the Yankees. He knew everybody. Plus, all the acts that came in, he used to play keyboard in a band, and he also did albums, studio music. He played with bands for their albums. He did keyboard for them on their records when they recorded their records. So he knows a lot of people, which is nice and everything, but the guy is, you have a butt, and in the middle of that butt there's a hole, and then in the middle of that hole is him, if you get my point. He doesn't know how to do anything mechanical or around the house to fix anything. He needs to consult a manual to change a light bulb. Just putting it out there. This is all verified, 100% true shit. I've known the man for over 30 years, and he's always been that way. His wife, on the other hand, could practically build you a house from scratch by herself. But he can't do shit. But he thinks he knows everything. So anyways, we go over the house today. He's got the house that they have down here. They have friends or family that comes down to Florida to visit. I mean, they go to Disney or go to Busch Gardens or whatever the hell they're doing down here, and he lets them stay at the house. No big, you know. Well, it's his wife's house actually, so she lets them stay there. But anyways, my mom was going over today. She'd already been over there last week. She goes over once a week to get the mail, and then every couple weeks she goes through the house just to make sure everything's okay, no broken pipes, no nothing like that. So she went in the house today because he's got a guest coming this later this weekend, I think. So she just wanted to make sure that everything was good in the house. She couldn't get the door unlocked. The deadbolt wouldn't unlock. So I get out of the car, I go up to the door, put key in deadbolt, and turn it, and as soon as I turned it, I knew what was wrong. You know how you can feel the deadbolt slide all the way out of the hole it recesses in the door frame and slides into the door? You could actually feel where it gave up. The connection with the deadbolt gave up 3/4 of the way through the turn. It wasn't connecting with the bolt anymore. And the bolt was stopping about a 1/2 inch still sticking out of the door. So you couldn't completely unlock it. No matter what you tried, you couldn't. I tried slamming it, turning the key really fast to get it to slam, and I couldn't get it to unlock. And that's the only way we had to get in the house. So he also has a long guy, maintenance guy, that comes by and does stuff around the house for him, and he has a key too. And I got the door open by slamming the key really fast, turn it really fast, and shaking the door in the frame at the same time. And it got it to open up enough that I could get the door open. And of course, I went in, I turned the alarm off, because yes, there's an alarm. I went in, I turned the alarm off, and she went in, and first thing she did when she went in is she called the guy that does the lawn and everything. He said, yep, I told him about that, it's messed up and he needs to fix it, but he says it's fine, there's nothing wrong with it. So, okay, whatever. My mom goes through, checks the house, there's nothing wrong. We get in the car, we're going to leave. She decides to call him and tell him, look, you got somebody coming, they're not going to be able to get in the house. Because I guess they gave that person a key before they're coming down. They gave them their key to the house. They're not going to be able to get in the house. The door's messed up. So my mom calls him to tell him that. And she's got him on speaker and we're sitting in the car. You just don't know you just don't know what you're doing. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Well, my mom's 78 years old. I'm sure she's unlocked a few deadbolts in her time. That she knows how to unlock a deadbolt. And she keeps, no, there's something wrong with it. It won't work. And she's trying to explain to him what's wrong with it. And he won't shut up. He just keeps going, no, you're just not doing it right. You don't know what you're doing. I was like, okay. You know what? She had him on speaker. And I called out his name. I said, this is me. So I had a hard time getting it open too. And I had to tell him what I did to get it open. He goes, you just don't know what you're doing. I said, I'm 58 years old. I know how to unlock a deadbolt. Okay? I know what I'm doing. It's wore out. That's how, I said, when was the last time you replaced that? He said, we've had that house for 43 years. We never had to replace that lock. There's nothing wrong with it. I said, you got a lock that's 43 plus years old. The parts inside are worn out. They don't make connection like they used to. They wear out. Metal on metal wears out over a period of time. Now, you just don't know what you're doing. I said, you know what? I'm not going to argue with you. But when your guest gets here and can't get in the house and call you to say they can't get in the house, do not, I repeat, and I almost shouted it, do not call us to come unlock this door. You figure out how to get them in the house. You being in Connecticut and not being here to see what's wrong with it, but you know everything, so you tell them how to get in. And I hung up the phone. Mom was not happy. But I said, you know what? Screw him. You don't need that job. I've been wanting her to quit anyways because it's almost too much for her. I was like, no, it's done. No more. Well, he called right back. Oh, he hung up on me. And she's like, yeah, he did. Because you're not listening. Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. She said, you're in Connecticut. You're not here. You don't know what's wrong with it. You can't see what it's doing. And she said, besides that, your long guy even told you there was something wrong with it. Yeah, well, you guys just don't know what you're doing. So she's like, you know what? She said, I got things to do, and I'm driving right now. I can't talk to you. And she hung up on him. She's like, okay. Just be a douche. You know, just go about your life, be a douche. he's always been that way. And nobody ever expects any different from him. And now that he's 81, he's actually worse than he was 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. He comes down to Florida and stays at the house sometimes for a week or so. And his wife stays in Connecticut. And my mom talks to his wife all the time because they're actually the ones that are best friends. And she says it's the most peaceful time in the world for her when he's down here. She loves it. She says, I don't even have to leave the house to go on vacation. I don't know about you guys, but I couldn't live with somebody like that. I wouldn't care how much money they had or how big their was. I wouldn't care. I would be out the flipping door. Just a little bit. That's actually a good razor, but just a little bit through here. And on the back side, I'll give it another go. But yeah, I mean, come on. You know, you're like 1,100 miles away. Somebody's telling you what's wrong with it. And you need to get it replaced. What is it? A new lock. A decent one, 35, 40 bucks at Home Depot. Pay the guy, your maintenance guy, 20 bucks to put it in. So you're out, what, 50, 55 bucks? And get a new lock? It's like... I mean, the guy's got money. It's not like he doesn't have money. But that's how people with money keep their money. They're cheap. He still has the same car he's had since '79 when he bought it new down here that he drives every time he comes down. It's a classic. I mean, I'll give him that. It's a classic '79 Corvette. Nothing special about it, just a 350 automatic. But in '79 they had no guts. It was like, what, 170 horsepower? And it's the god ugliest colors. Top half is bird shit yellow and the bottom half is cow shit brown. Ugliest car ever. I think that's going to go away when my skin relaxes. Gents, I really do. We're going to call it there. I almost didn't shave today. I almost didn't shower today. Even I needed to. Today was shower day for me. I almost didn't. I just was like, blah. And I got to after 8 o'clock and I was like, you know what, I'll just wait till tomorrow. And then I was like, nah, I'll go do it now and get it the hell out of the way. But that Q-Shave razor actually shaved me as well as that, what razor did I use on my head? The Pearl open comb. The one with the Italian flag handle. That was the one that gave me the most awesome head shave ever. And that Q-Shave gave me almost as good of a shave. I didn't have that, but when you noticed in the beginning, I didn't have that much hair. Alright, we'll go with the Allen block. But yeah, that's what we had to deal with today. Then we had to go down to my aunt's house on the beach and pick some stuff up that she left out for us because they're on vacation for the next 3 weeks. And it was stuff she had in her fridge she didn't want to go bad, so she gave it to my mom. Which half of it's going to get thrown out anyways. But whatever. So, yeah, they're on a cruise, and then they're going on a plane trip to one of the islands after the cruise. About a half a point all over the head. That's all I got with the Allen block. I hadn't been down to that part of the beach, and yeah, their house is on the beach. I hadn't been down there in a while. I mean, I've been to my aunt's house within the last year or so. Yeah, within the last year I've been down there, but we went a different way. There's two ways to get there, and we hadn't gone this way in a while. Man, is that thing built up. You can't spit anywhere on that beach and not hit a building anymore. Condo, hotel, something. It's horrible. It's so built up, you can't even go to the beach unless you're staying at one of the hotels or live in one of the condos down there. They don't have any visitor parking for the beach. You want to go to the beach, you have to go to Clearwater or down to Madeira. You can't go on any rocks at all. You're not a resident, you don't get a parking permit. Little witch hazel on the head. Oh yeah, that's all gonna go away. That little bit that's right here, that's gonna go away. That's another good head shave. And yes, I'm using this again with the lime. Because why not? Osage rub, liquid Vicks vapor rub. But yeah, that was a great start for the day. That was a good morning. Arguing with an idiot on the phone. It's like it really it kind of touched me off Johnson & Johnson baby lotion for the day. It really did. Because it's like, dude, you're 1,100 miles away. You have no clue what's going on. Somebody's down here knows what's going on, is telling you what's going on, and you're arguing with them. Just that much. It's all you need. This stuff goes a long way. See, and I still got some left over for the arms, because there's still some in my hands. Looking pretty good. Oh, in case you guys didn't see, I'm sure all you guys follow Ken Surfs, right? YouTube shaver, Ken Surfs. Did you all see his video today? Today's his 60th birthday. That man does not look 60. I look older than him, and he's older than me. He does not look 60. He's been taking good care of himself out there in California. California. Nasty word. It's kind of like saying New York City. Personal opinion. Everybody's a right to a personal opinion. But I've been to both, and no, thank you. This Florida's bad enough. Anyways, y'all, I'm ready for a face shave. Good razor, really is. If you have to shave every day on your face, if you have to shave every day, this is a very mild shave, but it gives you a good close shave. A good shave, I should say, every day. If you have to shave every day, use this razor. Trust me. But if you need to shave more than every, or less than every day, you like to shave every other day or whatever, do not use that razor. That's an everyday shaver. It really is. Because I woke up after 24 hours and I felt like I had 2 days worth of growth on my face. So anyways, we'll probably get rid of this tomorrow, or I don't think I'll wait till Friday. I'll probably get rid of it tomorrow. Anyways, coming up on 22 minutes. That's enough of your time for today. I appreciate you all stopping in. Thank you very much. Alright, enough of the babbling fat guy in the chair and in the camera. You're in the chair next. Happy shaves out there, guys.